Imagine a pickup truck unlike anything you've ever seen. Stainless steel, futuristic design, promises of monster power, bulletproof glass, ultra range, and then one of the most dramatic collapses in automotive history. Today we're diving into how Tesla's dream pickup turned into a real-world nightmare. Keep watching, because you'll want to hear exactly how more than a $10 billion investment went off the rails. This is the story of the Cybertruck meltdown, the grand unveiling. When hype became history, it was November the 21st, 2019, the night Tesla fans believed they were witnessing automotive history. Inside Tesla's sleek Hawthorne design studio, the energy was electric. Journalists, influencers, investors, and devoted fans packed the space, waiting for Elon Musk to step on stage and unveil what he called the future of trucks. Then came the reveal, a stainless steel beast, sharp edges, and a geometry so wild it looked like it had rolled straight out of a sci-fi film. The crowd erupted. The Cybertruck was unlike anything anyone had seen. No paint, no curves, just raw metal and confidence. Musk described it as stronger than any truck ever made, faster than sports cars, and even bullet-resistant. The specs were jaw-dropping. A base model starting around $39,900. A tri-motor version with 500-plus miles of range. A truck that could hit 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds, tow more than 14,000 pounds, and carry 6 passengers comfortably. Musk didn't just promise innovation, he promised domination. But then came the unforgettable moment. Tesla's lead designer threw a steel ball at the so-called armored glass, and it shattered. The crowd fell silent. Cameras flashed. Musk froze for a second, then tried to laugh it off. Maybe that was a little too hard, he said. It became one of the most replayed clips of the decade, the night Tesla's most ambitious dream cracked on stage. Yet, ironically, the failure only fueled curiosity. The incident went viral, memes exploded across social media, but so did interest. Everyone, from critics to die-hard supporters, wanted to know if Tesla could really pull it off. What started as a broken window embarrassment quickly turned into a worldwide sensation, and the pre-orders proved it. The pre-order frenzy, when the dream went viral. After the glass-shattering moment, something unexpected happened. Demand skyrocketed. Within hours, Tesla's site was flooded. Elon Musk proudly announced that 180,000 people had already reserved a Cybertruck. A few days later, that number hit 250,000. For just a $100 refundable deposit, anyone could claim a piece of the future. Media outlets called it the iPhone of trucks. Analysts predicted Tesla would transform the pickup world forever. The company's stock price jumped as excitement drowned out embarrassment. The Cybertruck became a pop culture phenomenon, a mix of sci-fi fantasy and Silicon Valley ambition. It symbolized rebellion against the ordinary, and Tesla, fresh off the success of the Model 3 and Model S, seemed unstoppable. But beneath the hype, one truth remained. Tesla had never built a pickup before. Turning that stainless steel prototype into a mass-produced vehicle would prove far harder than anyone imagined. The honeymoon phase had begun, but reality was waiting right around the corner. The manufacturing nightmare. After the hype cooled, the real struggle began. Tesla had promised something no one else dared to attempt, a pickup made of cold-rolled stainless steel, the same metal used on rockets. It looked bold, but engineers quickly realized the design was almost impossible to mass-produce. The material demanded microscopic precision. If a single panel was off by a hair, the flaw was instantly visible. Then came 2020, a year of lockdowns, delays, and supply chaos. Every manufacturer suffered, but Tesla's challenge was different. They weren't just short on chips, they were fighting physics. The curved edges and flexible parts used by traditional automakers didn't exist here. The Cybertruck's shell was too rigid to bend, too strong to stamp, and too expensive to waste. Inside Tesla's Texas plant, deadlines slipped further. Elon Musk admitted the company had too much new technology in one product, but the public only saw optimism, not the growing tension behind the scenes. By the time other automakers were launching their own electric pickups, Tesla was still fighting to make its first one roll off the line. Delays, price shocks, and broken promises. In early 2023, Tesla fans tuned into the company's earnings call expecting a new delivery date, but what they got was disappointment. Musk said production would maybe start this summer, but warned it would ramp up slowly. After years of waiting, that vague update hit like a cold splash of reality. Then came a bigger shock. The most anticipated version, the tri-motor 500-mile model, quietly vanished from Tesla's website. No announcement, no explanation, just gone. The affordable $39,900 base model replaced with a real-world price closer to $60,000. Top trims climbed past $100,000. Online, reservation holders began canceling their orders. Forums filled with frustration. The company that once prided itself on transparency was suddenly silent. Investors, meanwhile, realized the deeper truth. This wasn't just a delay, it was a sign that Tesla's most ambitious vehicle might not live up to its promise. The Cybertruck's legend was starting to crack. Not from broken glass this time, but from broken expectations. The quality crisis begins. When the first Cybertrucks finally reached customers, excitement quickly turned into disbelief. Within weeks, owners began posting videos showing strange and worrying problems. One viral clip showed a stuck accelerator pedal. The driver couldn't stop the truck as it kept accelerating. Tesla later confirmed that soap had been used as lubricant during pedal assembly. In a six-figure vehicle, that kind of mistake was hard to ignore. The issue exploded online. TikTok videos gained millions of views, and soon, every news outlet picked up the story. Tesla had no choice but to recall nearly every Cybertruck built, around 4,000 units, due to the defect. But that was only the beginning. Other problems started appearing too. Panels misaligned, windows cracking without impact, the massive single wiper failing after a few weeks, even trim pieces detaching while driving. Every new report chipped away at the image of perfection Tesla had built for years. For a company that prided itself on precision engineering, these flaws were more than technical hiccups. They were public embarrassments. Each malfunction felt like another dent in Tesla's credibility. Reviewers who once praised the brand began posting cautious critiques, and loyal owners, the same people who once defended Tesla at all costs, started asking one question: what happened to the quality that made Tesla great? The sales collapse. Though by now, the numbers told a brutal story. More than 2 million people had placed deposits for a Cybertruck, but when it was finally time to buy, only about 2.5% followed through. That meant out of every 40 eager customers, only one actually took delivery. The rest canceled when they saw the new prices and growing list of issues. Tesla had built capacity to produce 250,000 trucks a year, yet the company was using barely 15% of it. Thousands of unsold Cybertrucks sat in storage lots across Texas, an estimated $800 million worth of inventory no one wanted. Production had to be paused repeatedly just to manage the overflow. Meanwhile, competitors that Tesla once mocked were thriving. Ford's F-150, Lightning, and Rivian's R1T were quietly taking over the market, delivering reliable electric pickups to real customers. Tesla, the company that once led the EV revolution, now looked like it was chasing from behind. For the first time, Tesla's futuristic image was losing its shine. Investors started asking tough questions. The company's market share slipped, and confidence wavered. The Cybertruck was supposed to symbolize progress. Instead, it had become a warning about what happens when ambition outpaces reality. Why the Cybertruck fell apart. The Cybertruck's collapse wasn't caused by one mistake. It was the result of many small ones stacked together. The biggest issue was Tesla's decision to reinvent every part of the process at once. The stainless steel body, the unique angular design, the new manufacturing techniques, all of it created a storm of complexity that even Tesla couldn't tame. Each delay added more pressure. Each redesign cost more money, and every time Elon Musk promised production was just around the corner, expectations climbed even higher. When the final product arrived years late and thousands of dollars more expensive, disappointment was inevitable. Tesla also underestimated its competition. While they were still testing prototypes, Ford, Rivian, and GM were already delivering trucks, collecting feedback, and improving their designs. Customers who once waited for the Cybertruck simply moved on to vehicles that were real, reliable, and ready. It became clear that the problem wasn't ambition, it was execution. The same boldness that made Tesla famous now made it vulnerable. The Cybertruck wasn't just a misstep, it was a lesson in how innovation without limits can spiral out of control. And as production slowed and recalls piled up, Tesla's once unbreakable image started to look fragile. For many industry experts, this wasn't the fall of a vehicle. It was the moment Tesla's legend met reality, the investor fallout, and the brand crisis. Behind the scenes, the financial damage was enormous. Tesla had invested over $10 billion into the Texas Gigafactory and Cybertruck development, betting big on a product that had yet to deliver returns. Warehouses filled with unsold inventory. Analysts began calling the Cybertruck one of the costliest misfires in modern automotive history. Investors who once viewed Tesla as unstoppable started to question its leadership. Stock fluctuations became sharper. Reports surfaced of canceled supplier contracts and cost-cutting inside the factory. Even loyal shareholders were forced to ask, was Tesla's innovation engine starting to stall? Meanwhile, social media began shifting tone. The same influencers who once hyped the Cybertruck were now posting reviews about rattling panels and inconsistent build quality. Each video, each viral tweet chipped away at the aura of perfection that had defined Tesla for over a decade. Still, Musk didn't back down. He called the challenges temporary and promised that Tesla would overcome them. But even with his trademark optimism, the numbers spoke louder. Market share slipped from over 70% to around 46%, and for the first time, Tesla was no longer the only name in the EV conversation. The Cybertruck was supposed to represent dominance. Instead, it exposed vulnerability, and as competitors surged ahead, investors and fans alike began wondering whether this was just a rough chapter or the start of a new era where Tesla was no longer the disruptor, but the disrupted. What comes next for Tesla? By 2025, the Cybertruck had become a lesson in how even the boldest ideas can stumble. Sales dropped nearly 50% in a single quarter, and Tesla's once buzzing factories slowed as unsold trucks filled Texas storage lots. The company that once had waiting lists now faced warehouses of idle vehicles. Its EV market share had fallen below half, and competitors were closing in fast. Some analysts still believe Tesla could turn things around, refining production, fixing design flaws, and regaining trust. Others warned that the Cybertruck's legacy might never recover. One thing was certain: the truck that was meant to reshape Tesla's future had reshaped its reputation instead. And rebuilding that trust would take far more than bold promises. The $10 billion lesson. The Cybertruck was born as a promise, a vision of strength, style, and sustainability rolled into one. It was supposed to mark a new era for Tesla, one where technology met toughness, and where the future arrived on four wheels. But instead, it became a reminder that even the biggest companies can stumble when ambition outruns reality. From shattered glass to skyrocketing prices, from viral recalls to lost billions, every chapter of the Cybertruck story carries the same theme. Innovation is only as powerful as execution, and no matter how visionary the dream, the real test begins once it hits the road. Yet Tesla's journey isn't over. The company has survived before, and if history repeats itself, it might find a way to turn even this failure into a comeback story. But until then, the Cybertruck stands as both a warning and a legacy. The truck that promised the moon, but landed in a storm. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more deep dives into the biggest stories in business and technology. And tell us in the comments, do you think Tesla can recover from this? Or has the Cybertruck permanently dented the company's future?